149 pounds, Jim, is a very interesting matchup here where you have Beau Bartlett for Penn State, who perhaps one of the bigger questions this year has been his consistency in matches. He's ranked number 19. Mike Vanbrill, a redshirt senior for Rutgers, ranked number 18. He comes in 11-1.
Yeah, this is a matchup of body types, body styles. I think Bartlett is probably more of a natural 41-pounder. Of course, with the national champion Nick Lee in there, you're going to go where you can. It's a great thing. You just make a decision to come to a program that's going to be competitive for team titles. You're going to take the best opportunity you can to get in the lineup. But Vanbrill, family of Vanbrills have represented Rutgers. They've been exciting to watch as far as, being able to go upper body and throw. And actually, a young man that has a winning record against the Nittany Lions. 4-2, I guess, is his record. So he's coming in here for a little bit of confidence.
And the opportunity with a victory here at 149 pounds to put his team in the lead, as the team score right now stands at 6-5 in favor of the #1 undefeated Nittany Lions.
He's working hard with the 2-on-1 right there. Is the Vanbrill from Rutgers. Coming over the top of the head. Bartlett. And Bartlett, and he impressed me the latter part of last year. He was getting on his offense and getting to his shots. Has the ability to come out the back door, wrestling a little bit high. And that can be when you move up a weight like that and just get used to kind of coming out of your stance a little bit. And maybe the best thing is to kind of get back into that stance, show that quickness.
As far as comfort at the weight goes, he spoke to the media this week. He said his walking around weight is low 150s, so the way he phrased it was just a good workout away from getting down to 149.
There's that committed shot we're talking about. Coming out to his feet. Right. Able to dump him back. Running the pipe.
Shelving that leg on Vanbrill, a two-time NCAA tournament qualifier. Bartlett takes the 2-0 lead.
Bartlett running. Had the leg in there for a little bit. Quad pod stand up here by Vanbrill. You want to answer these takedowns quickly, particularly if you're a guy that's tough in the top position like Vanbrill is. Can get that in a quick escape. And my philosophy is when you're riding somebody that's, this they're going to call it cutback. And see where this might go to a replay. He jumped off his feet on that mat return. And when you do that, you try to do that cutback type maneuver. That's illegal. That's a point of emphasis. Guys get hurt with that. So they say if he left his feet to do this, which he did. You see how he split the legs right there. He was up in the air for a short period of time. Good call by Angel Rivera. And nobody questioned that.
And as an official in any sport, that's generally a pretty good sign that you've done a good job when you're not getting any blowback from either side.
Upper body situation here coming up with the got the 1 point. Oh, the head is stuffed. He's not giving him the point yet. Now he gives the escape.
10 seconds left in the period. 2-1 in favor of Bartlett.
So actually 2-2 with that penalty point right there. But why that sequence was important is it looked like he was out quicker than when he was given the points, and now Bartlett's riding time has gone to 1:08.
That's the end of the first. It's the 11th annual We Back Pat Week, and it continues tomorrow. Number 10, UConn goes cross-country. They're in Eugene for the first time in 10 years. They take on Oregon. Coverage starts 5 Eastern, 2 Pacific on ESPN2 and the app, with just the 5th matchup between UConn and Oregon.
Vanbrill able to jump up to his feet again. Now the hand control right there, but 1:14 of riding time amassed, so see how that plays into this action. It puts Bartlett in a situation where he doesn't have to go take the bottom position if he doesn't want to, if this is no more scoring in this period.
Bartlett and Marcus 7-2. Major decision defeat to Yanni Diakomahalis, and another loss to Manzona Bryan of Lehigh, 6-5. Vanbrill, his only defeat this year. Major decision against Austin Gomez of Wisconsin, 11-1.
There you go.
That's a young man, Austin Gomez, who's been on fire here lately. A guy that walked away from wrestling for a while with his a concussion and ended up moving all the way up to 149, but he's been competitive. Nice little slide-by attempt there. Fought off pretty well by Bartlett. This is going to be fun. Vanbrill likes to work off this overhook position. That left arm over the top of the right arm. He's got some stuff. He's willing to go ahead and take you upper body, kind of jack you up out of that stance with those double overs.
What's his best next step after that?
He would go with an inside leg lace and then go with the throw. I mean, he's just got that type of ability to be able to go ahead and throw you up top there or step behind the leg. But it's going to be something high flying. You know, he's just, he'll set it up right there. And sometimes the shots are what gets you into that position. You can't necessarily always force it. You got to create action or go off of Bartlett's action. And I think Bartlett was wise to hit that single leg shot. You know, the guy that's tough with the upper body, I don't like to go directly straight into him. Get to the angle, get a little corner, pick up on a leg, shelf it as you just said. Let go of it if you have to.
Yeah,
right.
End of the period, Vanbrill up 3-2, although it's a minute 14 of riding time in favor of Bartlett. So an effective 3-3 score with 2 minutes left in regulation as Bartlett takes bottom to start the third.
He's going to try to get out in less than 14 seconds. That's the battle right now. Vanbrill's tough in the top position. Stop the first move. Time winding down. You can hear the crowd understands the situation. He's able to jump out, look forward, comes up. He's going to give up a reversal possibly off of this. Nothing given so far. That was a good sequence by Vanbrill, able to square up because he gives a reversal. Riding time is a bad factor, so only 51 seconds of riding time. So Vanbrill cut the riding time, tied up 3-3.
Did what he needed to do as he was trying to improve his position there on Bartlett. It gets the escape. Even 80 seconds left in the third with a 6-5 Penn State lead through 3 matches.
And see, when you have big flurries like that, Mike, you're always looking for the guy who came out of that flurry kind of looking better, you know, or who got the worst of that. We saw that at 125 with a big flurry.
Although in that case, it didn't appear as though Hildebrand came out looking better, and he got the takedown as time expired to win.
Right. Both guys look pretty good right now. And remember, Bartlett's shot was to that leg that has the knee pad on it. See if he goes back to that. He's waiting for that left arm of Vanbrill to come up. Now he's got the underhook. See if he can force the advantage. See the willingness of Vanbrill to go upper body with him. Both guys are working hard. Dived in on a shot, dove in on a shot by Vanbrill.
As Vanbrill on the leg, now Bartlett fighting it off. They've got 15 seconds left in the third. They're even at 3.
Gets up to his feet. Good job by squaring it up, squaring his hips up.
Bartlett sprawls out now, just down to 5 seconds. Is there a move at the edge? At the end again? Nothing. And time expires. They'll go to 2 minutes, a sudden victory.
Well, I think that's going to be...
Here comes a brick.
Yeah, here comes the challenge brick. And for a split second there, I thought that Bartlett had it. Yep, here it comes. They're going to take a long look at this one, I'm sure.
So in the event that they do go to sudden victory, one of the things that you have applauded the Rules Committee for is extending that first period from 60 seconds to 120.
Yep. Let's see if we're going to go to overtime right there. He comes all the way around. Well, maybe not. I think there's enough of a reaction time difference there that, you know, you're excited, you're watching it, and you say, well, here's the shot, action by Vanbrill, wasn't able to get it. And Bartlett doing a great job at making his hips heavy, and at the opportune time here, going around behind, it was close, he was coming up at the same time, and you get reaction time in that position. Which is kind of funny because in the Merkel position where if you had the head and arm and just at the hands just grazed right there, they give up the 2. So
it's a quick review from Angel Rivera. Jerron Quincy, here's the call. Call is confirmed. No takedown. They'll go to 2 minutes of sudden victory.
Yeah, I just don't think there was enough there. But I also applaud the fact that Angel Romero made a quick call. Let's get us back out there because, yeah. And now we're going to see what I do like about the rule changes, a 2-minute overtime on the feet. You know, before, Mike, you see guys that were pretty decent in the top position who wanted to let it go to a ride out. You know, I ride you for 30 seconds, I get out, and I hold on to the lead. They wouldn't be as active in that first minute on their feet. And this kind of opens it up a little bit more, at least what I've seen so far this year.
I'm with you. Even if nothing happens in the first minute here, you still have another minute to go, where so many times it will be two guys who after 7 minutes seemed exhausted just to get to that sudden victory period, and nobody was really eager to take a shot.
Yeah, that's not the case here. Vanbrill back in on his shot.
Number 19, Bartlett. Number 18, Vanbrill.
You take a look at the vision of Bartlett. He's really staring down that knee pad of his opponent. That's where he wants to go, right? I like the vision of both these wrestlers right now. They're looking at what they want to attack.
They're in the same spot where they finished out the third period. Bartlett has been much more of a level changer here in this matchup than Vanbrill.
He's got the arm all the way around the waist there. All stalemate, so 1:06 left. You know, who's going to be the guy that decides to maybe misdirect, go the other side, open it up? And got the underhook there. Now what you're looking for is somebody to go in and out right there, just like that. Vanbrill coming out the back door now. He's able to get advantage position. He's looking to keep his ankles clean as they're going over the top. Got caught there a little bit. He's working back through. Going to make the big turn. Right.
Bartlett provides the pressure. Vanbrill fighting for it.
Nothing yet. No, he's given the takedown. He is given the takedown.
Just looking to see if he's going to be able to finish the move. The scoreboard reads 5-3, and in sudden victory, Beau Bartlett, Mike Vanbrill.
No,
go on. The scoreboard was wrong.
The scoreboard was wrong. I thought for a moment there that he had given the takedown there on maybe the neutral danger call. But
it was close, but Vanbrill wriggled out to keep it 3-3, and 2 extra minutes are not enough to decide things between Bartlett and Vanbrill.
Interesting sequence there. Well, I like that because he gave the benefit of the doubt to the guy who took the shot, right? Vanbrill right there, but look for a split second there. He was all the way behind him there, but we looked up at the scoreboard and it looked like he had given the 2. It was 5-3 on the scoreboard, and we were giving Bartlett time to work him over on his back. So, interesting call. And this is where I think it favors Vanbrill right now with the ride out. 15 seconds gone, coming hard. He probably wants to settle back a little bit and take advantage of all this back pressure that Bartlett has. And he's still high on him. Sometimes you can get too high right here.
Vanbrill takes a full 30-second ride out.
Yeah, and you saw where Vanbrill was able to get out quickly. So he gets out. He gets out here. It's likely. Think about this action right now. He battled and battled and battled and almost to stay in the neutral position right there. Now he gets a ride out. He gets a quick escape.
Trying to make it back-to-back victories. They got it at 41, a major from Sebastian Rivera. Vanbrill fighting for it for Rutgers at 49.
He's hitting the changeover right there. Let's see if he comes to the overhook position. No, great job by Bartlett coming back up. Now he goes overhook. Just going to try to go over that head. That return, roll through.
And another 30-second ride out.
Wow. Who came out of that better? Who came out of that scramble better?
This is Big Ten wrestling.
Both these guys are going to have to dig hard.
1 minute on the clock now. Another sudden victory period for Beau Bartlett and Mike Vanbrill.
Who's going to take the shot? As we've seen, that just because you've taken the shot doesn't mean you're necessarily going to score.
Both wrestlers have slipped away from scoring attempts by their opponent.
Vanbrill back in on that shot. Not able to get it this time. Bartlett really does a nice job of lowering his hips.
His legs just slip out behind him like he's on ice.
Yeah. Looking for a little bit of just a touch and go move by Bartlett. Is he going to try to attack that? Touch and go. Nope. Locked in on that underhook. Must feel confident that his riding ability is to go with Vanbrill.
Short time, 7 seconds, sudden victory. And at 149 pounds, we're still stuck, horns locked.
Good way to put it. Vanbrill's going to defer. Of course, Bartlett's going to go ahead and take the down position. Again, when you get to this stage of the match, a lot of perspiration. Can you hold on to those things that were relatively easy to hold on to before? You want to try to put as much weight on the guy's hands as possible. Stop his first move. Stop him from coming up. Vanbrill and coming all the way out to the edge right there. Maybe a leg comes in. Really working hard in the bottom position is Bartlett. He's got it coming up. Can he slip out of this? Pushing back into it. Now comes up with a good lock. Staying tight to the hips is Vanbrill.
Weighing on him like an anchor, and for a second time in overtime, it's a 30-second ride from Vanbrill. And just for a point of clarification, good job by Jerron Quincy, one of the officials, to go over to the scoreboard operator where the riding time said 29 seconds in favor of Vanbrill to adjust it to 30.
Yeah, but see what the strategy is here for Vanbrill in the Rutgers corner. They want him to go neutral now, all right, because he has the riding time advantage here, the 30-second riding time criteria. So Bartlett's, his opportunity to win is going to be on the feet. Oh, man, so look at these guys breathe hard. This is wrestling, like you mentioned, in the Big Ten. Two guys gutting it out right now. Good battle.
A battle of perspiration and perseverance inside Rec Hall.
You see Vanbrill on the quad stance right there, circling back in. He doesn't want to fall out of the mat, so he uses his hands to get back into position. Short time.
He had a stall warning against him, just 3 seconds to go. Can he hang on? And as time expires, Vanbrill looks over to his corner where the coaches are going crazy because Vanbrill avoided the takedown from Bartlett and wins it at 149 pounds.
Well, I don't know how you can boo that action. Both guys got after it pretty well in that match. Entertaining bout.
You thought 125 was good to start. 149 was spectacular.
Yeah, this is just good action here. Staying inside. The last shot, Bartlett just not able to clear. It's really tough to take down a good wrestler with 30 seconds. And he hasn't had that warning.
So Rutgers takes an 8-6 lead. Up next, 157 pounds.